Have you ever wondered why your cat suddenly starts licking you? Your hand, your arm, your hair, sometimes even your face. And here's the weird part. Most people associate licking with dogs. Dogs lick people all the time. But cats? Cats are supposed to be independent, distant, emotionally mysterious. So why do so many cats do this too? And why do some cats obsessively lick their owners, while others never do it at all? Because once you understand what licking actually means in cat language, you realize your cat may be communicating something much deeper than affection. And in some cases, it can even reveal stress, anxiety, or emotional attachment patterns most owners completely miss. One of the biggest misconceptions about cats is that they don't form strong social bonds the way dogs do. That's actually false. Cats are social animals, but they socialize differently. Dogs evolved around pack cooperation and obvious communication. Cats evolved as both solitary hunters and flexible social animals, so instead of big dramatic displays, cats communicate through subtler behaviors. And licking is one of the most important ones. To understand why your cat licks you, you first have to understand something called allogrooming. And this changes everything. Allogrooming is when animals groom each other socially. In cats, it's a bonding behavior. You'll often see bonded cats licking each other around the head, ears, and neck, not because they're dirty, but because grooming releases social tension, reinforces familiarity, and strengthens relationships. In other words, when your cat licks you, they may actually be treating you like part of their trusted social circle, which honestly makes a lot more sense when you think about it, because cats don't usually waste energy on things they don't value, and grooming takes effort. But here's where things get even more interesting. Your cat's tongue isn't soft, it feels like sandpaper, and there's a reason for that too. A cat's tongue is covered in tiny backward-facing structures called filiform papillae. These little hooks are made of keratin, the same material as claws and human fingernails. They help cats remove loose fur, dirt, parasites, and debris from their coat. Basically, your cat is grooming you with a tool evolution designed for cleaning flesh and fur, which suddenly explains why cute cat kisses can start hurting after 30 seconds. But the licking itself isn't random. Cats usually target specific areas: hands, fingers, hair, arms, sometimes even eyebrows. And those choices can reveal a lot. Your hands carry the strongest concentration of your scent because you touch everything. To your cat, your scent is information. Cats live heavily through smell. In fact, scent is one of the main ways cats identify safety, territory, familiarity, and social belonging. So, when your cat licks you, part of what they may be doing is participating in scent exchange. This is something bonded cats naturally do with each other. They mix scents to create what behaviorists sometimes call a communal scent profile. Basically, a shared smell that says, "You belong with me." And suddenly the behavior feels way less random. But here's something most people never notice. Not all cat licking means the same thing. Some licking is affectionate, some licking is self-soothing, and some licking is actually overstimulation. And knowing the difference matters. For example, have you ever noticed your cat licking you calmly, then suddenly biting you? A lot of owners get confused by this. But this behavior often happens because grooming naturally activates the nervous system. Cats can go from relaxed social bonding to sensory overload surprisingly fast, especially high-energy or highly sensitive cats. Behaviorists sometimes call this the lick-bite sequence. And no, it usually doesn't mean your cat suddenly became aggressive. It often means, "Okay, I'm done now," which honestly sounds very cat-like. Another thing owners misunderstand is excessive licking, because sometimes cats lick people constantly, almost compulsively, and that can have different causes too. Some cats lick excessively because they were separated from their mother too early. Others do it as an anxiety coping behavior, and some cats simply learn that licking gets attention from humans. But stress can absolutely play a role, especially in cats dealing with boredom, environmental instability, lack of stimulation, or separation anxiety. And this is where cat behavior becomes much more emotional than people expect. Because despite their reputation, cats often form very deep attachment bonds, Studies have even shown many cats display attachment patterns toward their owners, similar to secure attachment behaviors seen in infants, which explains why some cats follow you everywhere, sleep next to you, slow blink at you, and yes, groom you. But here's the fascinating part. Not every cat expresses affection physically. Some cats are naturally less tactile, others were poorly socialized as kittens. Some simply don't enjoy close physical contact, and that's normal too. A cat that never licks you may still trust you deeply. Cats show affection in dozens of different ways. Tail position, eye contact, sleeping nearby, bringing toys, following you room to room, slow blinking, even just sitting quietly near you. The mistake people make is expecting cats to communicate like dogs. But cats have their own social language, and once you start understanding it, their behavior becomes way less mysterious. Now here's something else that surprises a lot of owners. Some cats specifically lick human hair, and while that sounds bizarre, it actually connects directly back to social grooming. Cats naturally groom areas their companions can't easily reach. Head grooming is especially common between bonded cats. So when your cat licks your hair, they may genuinely be trying to groom you socially, even though your hairstyle probably confuses them. And then there are cats that lick plastic bags, blankets, or random fabric instead of people. That behavior can sometimes connect to stress relief, comfort seeking, or compulsive behaviors too, which is why context matters so much. A relaxed cat gently grooming you while purring, usually social bonding. A cat frantically licking objects non-stop while seeming anxious, very different situation. And honestly, this is why understanding behavior matters more than just labeling cats as weird. Because most feline behaviors have deep biological roots behind them, even the tiny ones. And licking is actually one of the clearest windows into how cats experience relationships. Not through words, not through dramatic excitement, but through rituals, scent, touch, routine, familiarity, trust. That's how cats build emotional safety, and maybe that's part of why cat affection feels so meaningful to people. Because unlike dogs, cats usually make you earn it. So the next time your cat suddenly starts licking your hand, or aggressively grooming your hair like they're trying to prepare you for a cat show, remember, you may not just be getting kisses. You may be participating in one of the oldest social bonding instincts in feline evolution. And honestly, that tiny sandpaper tongue might be saying, "You're part of my group." If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more deep dives into cat behavior, feline psychology, and the science behind the strange things cats do every day. And tell us in the comments, does your cat lick you? Or are they emotionally unavailable little goblins?